Bandits just don't stop following you everywhere. Hashtag Reina, where shady merchants are sitting right outside of your home, waiting to take your money. I'm talking to you. That's right, you. What's up, guys? It's Fatal here, and today we're playing SAO Fatal Bullet, which is going to be my first video on the channel. And SAO Fatal Bullet's going to be the first game that gets the first video, obviously, as you can tell. But anyways, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite weapons, if not my favorite weapon, which is... drumroll, please. You guessed it, the Mebr Special 2. Now, I'm serious when I say it's my favorite weapon, as I have decked the crap out of this thing. I'm not even actually done, transforming it. So, for starters, to talk about it, its capacity is 20, so you have multiple chances to hit criticals, and also to get a lot of weak spot hits with this weapon. That is for sure. Also, I went ahead and upped the critical damage, the critical rate. I put on physical attack. I've maxed that out. I also put on weak spot damage because I'm trying to get this gun to do maximum damage output, which is something that you would always want to go for specific builds. So let's say you're doing like an assault build, you want to have maximum raw damage output. And me personally, what works best for me is putting on weak spot damage as well as crit rate, crit damage, and physical attack. This sniper is a physical power weapon, so you're going to put physical attack on that weapon. Because if you just put weapon attack on the weapon, it's going to bring it up a little bit, but it's not really going to give it that max damage increase. So you're going to want to actually put on the type of power that it is. This is a physical power, so you want to have physical attack. I would personally say if you're going for like criticals though, what I did was I went ahead and raised my stats on luck and dexterity to max, because for one, luck is based off of your item drops and your crit rates, as it says right here. Luck affects item drop and critical hit rates. So basically what luck does is it affects the rate in which you get criticals. So let's say for instance you're using an AMR time mat and you're shooting an enemy in the head. You could possibly get 305,000 of a crit rate, or no, you could get 305,000 crit damage back to back at least 2 to 4 times by chance. That's what luck does. What dexterity does is it affects the damage dealt by critical attacks. So if you up your dexterity to max, you're going to affect your critical damage as well as your weak spot damage, and it's going to basically max that out. That's also in due part to me putting on the critical damage increase and the critical rate increase. So not only have I upped the chance to max on my attributes points, but I'm also currently still trying to max out the amount of points that I can get, that I can at least make these the highest to whatever they are in terms of percentage for the crit rate and crit damage, if that makes sense. Also the weak spot damage. So I'm actually not done fitting this thing out, but yeah, I just want to go ahead and make this video and basically just show you guys where it's at in terms of damage in this build currently. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it, and we're gonna go to, let's go ahead and go to Winterfront. We're gonna go to the Icicle Prison Depths. I feel like the Executioner boss is probably the best boss that you could possibly fight, just to test out weapons and stuff, especially on extreme mode. I always play on extreme mode. I haven't stopped playing on extreme mode since like the second DLC came. I've just been doing extreme mode. It's very efficient and very helpful in terms of you finding out what's strong and what's not strong and what you can do to improve your build. So I'm going to go ahead and put Bullet Line Laser on, Concentration, and Phantom Bullet. Do I have anything else? Let's go ahead and put Power Form 4 on. Let's try and max out that damage. Armor Form 4. Alright, so let's go ahead and see where we're at. Hi, buddy. 11,000. Ooh, that didn't do a lot of damage to me either. 46,000 crits. 97,000 crit. Ooh, look at that. 96,000, 24,000 weak spot damage. That's what I like to see. Those are some good numbers. You see, this thing has 20 bullets in it. So if you hit all 20 bullets on that weak spot and that weak spot, you have a chance of getting criticals and weak spot damage all back to back to back. You know what I'm saying? This is going phenomenal. 25,000. 101,000. I also don't play with the assist mode on because, okay, so look at this. When you turn it on, you're hitting just his body. Turn it off, wherever you're aiming is where your bullets are gonna go. It's a lot more effective. And he's dead already. So that obviously didn't take very long at all, as you can see. Was that a... oh, that was legendary. I was about to be happy. 2 legendary Raikiris. That would have been nice. But yeah, so we took that boss down pretty daggone fast. This thing is a killer weapon. And also for those of you that have it on the fence of using this weapon, or you just feel like it sucks, because I know when I first got the Mebr Special 2, literally, I was like, what is this crap? Like, I looked at it, and it had like a physical power of 1,200, and since I've maxed out the physical attack on it, I've gotten that thing to 2,108. So when it drops at a really crappy physical power, which I understand if you don't want to use it. But then again, when you actually build it, it's great. And if there's one thing one of my friends said that still stands true is, even if you have a really crappy gun, if you know how to build yourself correctly and you know how to build the weapon correctly, you can turn any crappy gun into a force of nature. And, you know, not be stopped. So that's just that. And we're gonna go ahead and, let's see. Let's go ahead and do... let's go ahead and do SBC a bend. We're gonna go fight the Kakaitis Nifta. See how we do against him. This fight's probably gonna go south, seeing as how on extreme mode the bosses for the Winter Frontier or the Distance to the next expansion are pretty tough. They're not ridiculously hard, but it's more like you do need to be careful with what you're doing, because some of their moves are just kind of broken. But other than that, you can easily get by it. So we're gonna go ahead, and this is just a test run. You know, I'm not really trying to go full in on this, but I just want to see what I can do. So. And he does a lot of damage too. I don't think I actually have Shield Matrix on, do I? No, I do not. Okay. I don't have Shield Matrix on, so that's gonna be a little bit of an issue. Stop turning. Ooh, that was a 89,000 crit right there. Dang, I couldn't get a good shot on his eye. 87,000. Oh, he's just sitting there. Stand there for a little longer, buddy. There we go. Oh my gosh, I'm missing all these shots. What the heck? Let's see if I can stun him again. Come on. Oh no, he's getting really close. Stun again. There we go. Alright. There we go. I think that was 83,000, 87,000 back to back. A little ice attack is deadly, dude. Honestly, I think it's deadly. 21,000, 86,000. Oh, no. Get you up really quick. He's coming back. Okay. He's gonna spin. Oh my, I actually survived that? Holy crap. Trying to see if I had a first aid kit or anything. I do not. Oh, he's doing his little laser attack. Oh, I gotta get back. That attack is deadly right there. Literally, you do not want to mess around when he does that. Ooh, got me. Okay. Hopefully, 7 Ursachi will get me up in time. Thank you. Okay. So let's see if we can get this back on. 7's out. Look at Sachi. She is literally such a trooper, dude. Couldn't tell what crit that was, but I imagine it was probably in the 100,000s. Somewhere around there. Okay, he's on his last health mark and I stun him. Alright. Oh my gosh. There we go. Got a stun on him. Let's see if we can. Ooh. Nice Sachi. Alright, we almost got him. This could go either, this could go good or it could go bad. Oh god. Oh no, dadgummit. Dang. Yeah, like I said, that battle could have gone south or it could have just went very well. So that's just pretty much it for this video. I really just wanted to show you guys the damage output that you could do with that Mebr Special 2. I mean, if you max out your dexterity as well as your luck, you're going to be maxing out the damage on your critical and weak spots and also giving yourself the highest chance possible to get criticals. And at that, you can also add, you know, critical damage, physical attack, critical rate, and weak spot damage of the chips to the weapons as well, and continue to upgrade those and even max it out even more just to up the damage. But that's pretty much it. I mean, the gun's good. If you guys were on the fence about using it before and you weren't sure, well, now you know that there is a very efficient way to making this gun powerful, and there's a way to get it in those high numbers. So I want to thank you guys for watching and for listening. This is Fatal, and make sure to like, subscribe, and share the video around. I will do more of these in the future, and I hope to do a lot more of these. But once again, thank you all for listening. Thanks for giving me a shot, and I'll catch you all later and see you in the next one. Peace out.